everybody. Jackie here with Brian Weber from Weber Automotive. How you doing today?
Good, Jackie. How are you?
Doing good. So today we're talking about shocks and struts, part of the suspension system that we talked about in a different video. But tell me more about the importance of shocks and struts, what they are.
Yeah, they're very, very important, critical component of the suspension system. Everybody knows about shocks and struts that has driven pretty much has heard shocks and struts.
Yeah.
Struts they came around in the 70s and 80s to make the suspension system a little more efficient with less components on front-wheel drive vehicles. Shocks are typically used on rear-wheel drive vehicles and on the rear of front-wheel drive vehicles. But they both have a very common critical function, and that's to keep the tire in contact with the road, to keep it from bouncing like a basketball would on pavement. It dampens the movement and keeps the tire planted on the ground. The tire can't stop you, turn you, or accelerate the car if it's not in contact with the road. So it's really, really important. Really
critical here. So if you're having issues with your suspension on your vehicle, it's typically related to a shock or a strut issue?
Well, if it's bouncing or feels bouncy, or you see, some people have noticed, I know I have noticed going down the road, sometimes you'll see a vehicle with a tire that seems to be bouncing every time it hits a bump. You can watch the tire just bouncing off the road. That driver may not realize what's going on. Certainly it doesn't see what's happening.
Absolutely.
Maybe feel something a little weird, but won't see it. Well, that tire, if you've ever seen that happen, you can tell how long it spends off the ground. It's not doing you a whole lot of good.
No, it's not.
It's unsafe.
So what kind of services and repairs, can Weber Automotive do to help a shock or a strut issue that a vehicle owner may be having?
Well, yeah. So on maintenance, like oil changes, for example, it should be looked at. Shocks and struts we look at them for oil leakage. Or wear. Okay. And they don't have maintenance intervals. That is, some repair facilities use that as a tool to try to sell shocks and struts as a preventative type maintenance. But realistically, the 60,000 mile or 100,000 mile, there are shocks and struts that work perfectly at 200,000 miles. They typically work exactly the way they're supposed to until something happens and the oil or the gas leaks out. And then it's time for replacement. So
there really is no replacement interval truly on a shock or a strut, but you may have leaks or other issues with them that cause you to repair them or replace parts of them, earlier than the life of the vehicle.
Just like other suspension components, they work up until they don't work and need to be replaced. Yeah, and that all of it can be inspected.
And when the one part doesn't work, the whole system's not working properly, right?
Yeah, every piece has a critical function, and every function is important, so it's safe.
So if you're experiencing your tires bouncing, if you're feeling something off, maybe drive down your road and have a friend take a look and see if they're bouncing bad, and give an automotive shop a call, give Weber Automotive a call, and go get that checked out. It may be a lower cost repair or a leak versus, maybe needing to replace the whole thing down the road. You never know until you get it in and get it looked at. So make sure that your auto repair shop is checking these during maintenance. And if they're not, go and get it looked at as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you guys can schedule an appointment directly on Weber Automotive's website, weberautomotive.com. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thanks, Jackie.